And welcome back to another episode of Goblin-Sighting D&D. I am your DM. These are my adventures. Wow. We are in it now as you are fighting for your lives against quite the collection of characters, ranging from Fabio and his fabulous Freckheads, the Sellsword Company, the Mage Assassins, and Irion and Corinne, who have proven surprisingly dangerous.
Yes.
And it is the top of the round, with Irion and the Mage Assassins going first. And Cassandra just attacked Irion and just completely whiffed it, but attracted Irion's attention. So Irion is going to attack him first. And let's see what he's going to do. No advantage and no ally, so no sneak attack, which is good.
Is Cassandra still covered by the Holy Aura?
Yes. So, Irion will have disadvantage against it, which is why he doesn't get sneak attack.
Gotcha.
He wouldn't even if someone was flanking. However, if someone was nearby, then he would have sneak attack because of the non-cap ally rule. But Corinne is far enough away. I put a note on the map concerning distances. It's about a 45 by 45 foot room with about a 15 by 15 foot plinth in the middle, pedestal thing.
Yes.
So it's about 15 feet around, because the
Uh-huh.
door
Right.
is 10 feet, which means that the hallway is about 15 if you look at the distance
exactly
of
right.
the hallway relative to the door.
That's perfect.
And then I took one of those little
square.
paper chain tabs and marked off 15 feet and just ran around the room with it.
Yeah.
So it's about 15 feet on a side around the pedestal. He is currently up against, well, technically both Lionel and Cassandra, because Lionel is like kind of partly behind Cassandra, with Bowden and Damar flanking him. So he's got, more or less in front of him, he's got Lionel, and then he's got Bowden, and then he's got Damar, and he's got Cassandra just kind of looming over him.
Okay.
And so he's going to attack Cassandra because Cassandra has attracted his interest as a foe who needs to be rid. So, first roll of the night. Let's go. Advantage. Well, that was not an auspicious attack. Yeah, 17 will miss. And try second. Disadvantaged. Well, 22 will hit. So... 13 piercing damage to Cassandra. And he's going to make a con saving throw. As the poison on Irion's blade pulses through him. He just flexes it off by sheer force of will.
Yay.
After 20.
Yay. So no... Zero damage. Woohoo.
Which would be very bad if he had not done that.
Yeah. Man, that's awesome.
Yeah. So now the Mage Assassins are going to make their move. This is going to
How many of them are there?
about 7, you can see.
Where did they come from?
They were with Irion and Corinne. They were in the hallway and they came flooding out into the room as things started to spread further, and as you wiped out their first company.
Right.
Or forced them to retreat. Because some of them bamfed out of there with Dimension Door.
Right.
Because you hit them hard enough that they were like, this isn't worth it.
Right.
Alright. First one is going to be... Done that one. What do you got? Oh! Okay. Well, that sucks. These guys are fresh. either killed or put to flight the ones that had already burned these ones, so they're going to do that, I guess. Whoopee. What? Yeah. So the first one is going to hurl a chain lightning at Cassandra, branching off to Lionel, Damar, and Bowden. And then... So they are going to all make saves. Sorry, this is going to be a bit of me playing with my minis for a second. I'm not going to say the other thing because we're on stream and there are children maybe watching.
And they get advantage on their...
They get advantage on their saves
cool.
because of both Holy Aura and Commander's presence. Whoops, that's the wrong dice. So, London, advantage, that's a 17 plus. Yes, that's a save. Cassandra. Oh boy. How many is this again? It's a little one, I can't remember what I'm supposed to be doing here. That was sarcastic. That was also sarcastic. Good Godfrey. Okay. Cassandra takes 39 halved to... What is that? 16? 18? 18. 18. He is unconscious. As he just does a bit of the thing like from Home Alone. Marv, when he grabbed onto the thing.
Yes.
And then, he is unconscious. Then, Damar is going to saves. So he takes 18 points of damage. Odin has advantage. Just makes the save. And so he takes another 18 damage. And Lionel. Oh boy. Lionel is going to make an advantage. Makes it. Takes 30 damage. Takes 18 damage, sorry. He's honestly doing the best out of some of these people here.
He is.
Because he's still fresh off his transformation.
Right.
Then... which one of you is looking rougher?
Between him and me?
Yeah.
I believe it would be Rondo.
Okay.
Yes.
Only a d20, would you?
Me?
Alright, actually, no. Make a stealth check, both of you.
I don't think I did anything. So.
Well, that's a D20 anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but add your stealth bonus this
so
time.
plus 0.
You're actually trying to do something with it, not just...
It's an
Right.
advantage
Side.
roll for me.
What's that?
Because of the boots of Elvenkind, it's an advantage roll for me. That's
Yeah.
in this case or not?
I would
Not
say
moving.
not in this case, because those things are typically for, like, if you're moving around.
What
I
am I rolling for again?
Stealth.
Oh yeah, 19.
I
I
don't
hope
find where to get that on here.
it's down at the bottom.
No.
It's on D&D Beyond. He's looking. It should be in your abilities section, so you pop the grid
Okay.
and then go to abilities.
Stealth. Abilities. Okay. Abilities save senses. It's got skills. I guess I'm gonna have to go to the paper. I was trying to find it, but stealth.
Yeah. Can I see your app for a second? See if I can help you find it. Yeah, it'll be in abilities, saves, and senses. No. It'll be in skills. So you go down to skills, which is right below abilities, saves, and senses. Scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you have +2 stealth.
Oh, nice.
I've still got +2 stealth.
Yes.
So right here too.
Yes.
So. 16.
Edra?
19.
19? Okay. Okay. So, it is going to target Victor. First one is going to fire a sickly green ray out of her forefinger. And Victor's going to make a... You roll the worst out of the stealth.
Oh.
15.
That's pretty
Not
close.
bad,
I was
but...
gonna say, that's all pretty
like-
close.
Yeah. Elizabeth rolled a 17. Ryger rolled a 16. Thinner rolled a 32.
I was gonna say 59, 72.
He could give us all stealth and keep us out of problems.
If
What he
only-
needs is the ability to touch someone who rolled short and give up half of his to them.
Yeah, no.
That would make it interesting.
It would make it really broken.
The cat's asleep with its head up.
Mm-hmm. She's like Granny.
10d6
She's just resting
plus
her
one.
eyes.
Holy moly. Okay, let's just see if he gets the save. Nope. Okay.
Wait a minute, he gets advantage on a saving roll.
Oh, he does. Good for him. No, he doesn't because he wasn't in the area.
Oh, he was the only one who didn't
Yeah.
shoot. That's right.
Double dog, dang it. Okay. Well, great.
So he does. Is
What?
it sickly green poison or?
No,
okay.
it's something you've seen before in the Dreamscape battle with the mage
Oh my gosh.
that turned Finnan into dust. It is the disintegrate spell
Oh.
Ah!
that already fired at you guys as well, and you totally missed. It totally missed you, but and as it impacts with him, Victor takes 73 points of damage as this just punches straight into his breastplate and just really did not seem to feel good.
I can only imagine. That's a lot of damage.
And the second one is going to fire at... Yeah, Victor. That's a save. And that's a save. So as he drops to his knees under the impact of the spell, the other two beams just zip over his head and sear into the wall, carving gouts of stone. And the other... We are going to also fire One at Victor, one at Rangir, and one at Damar.
What's being fired?
These disintegrator spells. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw with advantage. Actually, no, it'll be Elizabeth, because Victor already got it.
And
That's a
that'll
save
be
on Elizabeth's
under
part.
the same place.
Should be. Or it'll be under if it has a specific area that says saves. In the
Saving
grid.
throws.
There it
there
is. Yeah.
Dexterity.
Yes.
Okay.
Elizabeth makes hers. Well, Damar fails his.
Nat 20.
Oh,
No damage.
yes.
And, give me 1 minute. So I can find this.
Did
Where did I
Damar
put
roll
it?
twice?
Not yet.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yep.
Yeah. There we are. You may move up to half your speed without provoking opportunity attacks should you so desire. Not that you need to, it's just a thing that happens on a critical save.
I was
Oh, that's more like it. Damar saves.
Good.
No damage all around.
All right.
Just
That's
a bunch of
awesome.
holes in the wall.
Yeah, well, walls can afford it.
Yes, they can.
no. I want them not to afford it and to dump everything on the opponents.
And no. That is the...
I can try.
You can try. That is the them.
You're trying. Very trying.
Rangir, you're up. Victor's on deck.
Okay. I have a question.
Yes.
Based upon what you asked, does the teleport? Does a spell that's going to be countered or whatever it was have to be against them or just a spell?
Anyone. Any spell can be countered. Even escape.
That's
Yeah. It sucks. However, if they're casting at a low enough below, if they were casting, if that's a 7th level spell, they would have to make a DC 17 check or something to that effect to make the spell work, to overpower your attempt, were they to cast it anything below 7th level.
I'm just, we're in such bad shape
Mhm.
as a company, and we are so badly outnumbered,
Yeah,
and I'm standing.
yeah. Give me
And
1 second here.
He's about to remedy that.
Well,
Sorry. I did not mean in a good way.
no, I mean,
I'm
you're
joking.
fine. Someone's coming to dinner. Hang on.
I can get everybody but Cassandra now. Or I have to leave one of the other people behind.
Well, hold on.
No,
You don't need to run yet.
Right.
no, I'm
right,
just
right, right.
saying,
Um,
I'm giving
yeah.
her the basis of what my thoughts are.
Yeah. Give me 1 second here. You talk while I work.
I think at the moment, I would feel terrible being with Cassandra. Cassandra just lost. With the betrayal of the devil.
It's kind of like if I left him, he's dead.
Maybe. What if they just leave him unconscious and then you leave him too? I don't know. At the moment, I would just say if we can pause on that.
My other thing is probably take a security potion.
Do it.
No, I'm still considering that.
Yeah.
You told me to hold off on any decisions until after you were done.
That's fair.
Because I have. That's right, I gotta use this because I don't know how to do my spell slots yet.
Okay. That's interesting. Okay. That was informative. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Alright. Now what do you think? You had something about a spell you were, or a potion you were going to do?
Well, I was thinking possibly a healing potion on me to try and keep me alive.
Okay.
Because a half, if I had been hit by the disintegration, even at half, it would have.
Yeah, disintegration's an all or nothing. If you make the save and you get completely missed, or you whiff the save and you get completely whopped.
But getting hit by that would have killed me.
Killed you, or just put you down?
Well, I'm at 30. Well, yeah, I'm not allowed to tell you.
No, it's fine. You're at 30 something, but like
But
your
that's
maximum hit points are more than.
121.
Right. So you would have had to have been hit by at least 150 points of damage to put you down permanently, to perma-kill you to the point that we need like revivify.
Okay.
Instantly. Like, if you fail 3 death saves, obviously you need revivify, but like, if you get put down temporarily, that's one thing, but if you like get dead, then
Should I tell her what one of the things that's in my consideration, which is what you talked about earlier?
counterspell. Yeah.
They have counterspell.
They used them.
Yeah.
They used it on you before, so
Right.
it's not uncommon knowledge. Yeah, these things have.
Right.
The mage assassins have counterspells, so
That's not a surprise.
if he attempts to teleport us out and
Right.
one or more of them
And there's
counterspells
so
it
many of
successfully,
them. Right.
you're SOL.
Right.
It's stand and fight or stand and die.
Right. Right.
So waiting until at the very least they've burned through some spells / famfed out
Right.
is not an inadvisable strategy.
Okay, because I have like 1 4th level left.
Okay.
I have 1 5th level left.
Yeah. So
And-
you can take the potion as a bonus action, roll the dice on it, and then use your action to do something if you would like to. It's just when you use the action to take the healing potion, you automatically max your healing value from it. It's a question of shotgunning a potion versus actually taking the time to drink it and let it work.
How much does he has to roll for that if it's a
He
bonus
rolls
action?
the X number of D4
Right.
plus whatever
What
it
is it?
for the. It's over there. It's in your. It's on the page that you had in there. There it is. So it'll be on there. The superior healing potion is like 10d4 or something ridiculous like that.
8d4 plus
8d4 plus 8. So you would roll, if you bonus action chug it, you roll 8d4. If you take it, then it's like 42 points of healing right off the bat.
Right. Which
No,
32
40
plus
because
8
it's-
is 42.
32 plus 8 is 40.
plus
Yeah,
8.
40,
Right. Sorry, I was thinking
Yeah,
10.
you're good. So it's like, that's where I was thinking, like
Right.
40 something. But I think it's the Supreme Healing Potion, which is like.
Supreme is 10d4 plus 20.
Right. That thing is just ridiculous. I don't think we have it.
We don't have a supreme. We
Right.
have superior.
It's 5,000 gold pieces.
Exactly.
That's why
that
we don't
one.
have Supreme.
That one's the one that you bring along when the living MacGuffin must not die, and they go down, and you give them that so they have a minimum of like 30 hit points.
Yeah.
They have 20 plus 40.
Plus
They have
minimum,
60.
if you feed it to an unconscious person, they
Oh.
roll the dice. So they
It's-
have a minimum of 10 ones on the d4s, plus 20 gives you a minimum of 30, a maximum of like 60. So, yeah. Not going to happen if you administer to a dead person, but like if you, or an unconscious person, but if they're down to like 3 hit points and the living MacGuffin must not die, you give them that and they get an automatic 60 hit points
Right.
back.
Right.
So
Yeah.
This is good. This
that's
is,
what you buy the Supreme
yeah.
Healing Potion. It's like when you're going somewhere with someone who absolutely must live to reach their destination,
Right.
like Lionel.
Yeah. Right.
But
Exactly.
You
exactly.
know that, and I didn't tell you, so you're not to blame for this. But like in the future, if we're ever taking Lionel someplace and he must absolutely get where he's going, we buy a Supreme Healing Potion with our manacle money,
Yes.
and by 2, and then we're like,
Right,
you're down to 3
exactly.
hit points.
Yeah, right. Right. Okay.
All right. So, do you want to take the potion for an action and get all of the healing value, or do you want to do a bonus action and do something else?
Well, just a second, I had one. I'm trying to think in terms of strategy. Cantrips can also be saved, right? If they do a dispel magic, cantrips count too.
I don't know of any person who would counterspell a cantrip.
Well,
You can theoretically counterspell a cantrip. I assume. I can check the specific verbiage, but I would assume so. I don't think he knows if I
and if
access
I'm
to-
attacking one person, then only that one person would do the counter spell as a.
Not necessarily. So what it says is, you attempt to interrupt a creature in the process of casting a spell. If the creature is casting a spell of 3rd level or lower, the spell fails and has no effect. If it is casting a spell of 4th level or higher, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. On a success, the spell fails and has no effect. At higher levels, when you cast a spell using a spell slot of 4th level or higher, the interrupted spell has no effect if its level is less than or equal to the level of the spell slot you used. So, I mean, I would assume that a cantrip would count, but I don't really know of any self-respecting possessor of counterspell who would ever use it on a cantrip.
Okay, so here's my question.
Yes.
Do the cantrips have levels?
They're technically level 0.
So how would you... So no
It's
matter what they
a
roll...
level 0 spell, so you would
It would have
automatically...
been automatically wipe it out.
It would automatically wipe it out, but it wastes a 3rd level or higher spell slot
Right.
to burn
do so.
against a cantrip. No
which
person
makes
can
it
do
kind
that.
of makes it a kind of an interesting chess move.
Yeah, but
Because when you're when
the
you
person
are
is
down,
more likely. The person is more likely to eat the cantrip rather
Yep.
than because cantrips aren't going to do that much damage.
Right.
Even 3d10 or 4d10 or whatever you guys are at right now
Right.
is not going to be that much comparative damage
Yeah.
when you would rather save it for something like, I don't know, disintegrate
Yeah, right.
or
I don't have
fireball.
disintegrate,
No,
do I? Yeah.
well, I
They
mean, you
do.
have access to it. I don't know if you took it.
didn't really know what it was.
I tried to explain it at
Yeah.
the time, but it was like, whatever.
There were some other things that were more
We were
attractive,
in
I
a
think.
hurry. You wanted cooler sounding stuff, so you have
Yeah.
theoretical access to it should you so desire. You can find
Yeah.
it, you can learn it, you can do that kind of thing. But for now, you don't have.
Yeah, the only thing I've got higher than a 2 is 1, 4, and 1, 5, and I really don't want to
I mean,
use
you
those.
do also have access to some of the weird ones. She's mouthing itchy bones at me. She wants you to
Nets to
cast things like
stone.
nethers to stone or total tongue awareness
What
or manual
level is
breathing.
that?
It says something in your spellbook somewhere about that. I wrote it down somewhere.
Yeah, itchy. Oh, bones. It's a level 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I'm not saying you have to do it. I'm just passing on what the cleric is mouthing it to me for some reason. You don't know why she's
not
mouthing it
looking.
to me.
Yeah, I
when
can't-
you're the one
I'm
who's
trying
supposed to
not.
hear it.
Given that there are so many people that can do a counter on me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to use anything big.
Mhm.
So I can use magic missiles,
Mhm.
which have a lower effect.
They would be automatically counterspelled if they chose to counterspell it.
But my point is that at a level 1, magic missiles has a lower damage than a cantrip of fire.
Bolt, yes.
Bolt.
However, the magic missiles hits automatically,
Right.
whereas
Cantrips.
firebolt has to be attack rolled. So, choice is yours. Time is
Mhm.
ticking
Well, I'm going to roll for the damage thing.
for the healing on the.
Supreme. Yeah.
the
Check
Supreme, okay.
one off.
Yeah. Where are we taking it from? I would assume it's from the party
From the
supply.
store. Right.
You have a bag of
I
healing
do.
potion.
Yeah.
And I'm going to assume they're in the bag of holding.
That's what I've got. Yeah.
So
And I know what I'm reaching for, so,
So
I
you
just
reach in
reach
for
in
a
and grab it.
superior healing potion. You pull out, and you don't feel anything when you first reach in. It's just like reaching into an empty bag, and as you think it, you suddenly your fingers just close around the cold glass of a bottle, and you can tell from its size as you pull it out, its heft, that it's a superior healing potion.
Okay. Does he have a shield of faith or not?
You have shield. I mean, did you put shield of faith on him?
I haven't. But
Yeah. The only thing that does is it boosts the target's AC by 2, I think.
It says when a superior healing is cast under the Shield of Faith, it's an automatic 40.
What?
That's what it says on my paper here.
Okay.
Does she follow me?
I mean, she's within. A
No,
certain
no,
number
no.
of
I
feet.
meant it in
I'm right
the
next to you.
order.
You're.
Oh, no, I'm after
no,
Victor.
she's like 3 down.
Okay, and it's all
Let me
us
double
though.
check something. No, it's Victor, then it's Corinne and the Cell Swords, then it's Edra. Let me double check something. Shield of Faith. I don't know what you're talking about here, but I know that you're talking about something, so I need to figure out what that is. Shield of Faith. Plus 2 bonus to AC for the duration. Has to be the cleric thing.
It could be.
Cleric, Divine Domain. No. Life. Channel Divinity. So. Healing spell. Healing spell. I don't know where that's from.
Okay. I just have it written down.
I know that at 17th level with Supreme Healing, any of your spells automatically restore max hit points. I don't know if it's. It doesn't say anything in Life Domain about potions. Just your spells.
It does say when cast, so perhaps.
Yeah, Shield of Faith just says that they gain a plus 2 bonus to AC.
Okay. Okay.
Huh. I mean, that'd be cool. It'd be really cool. How many uses of Channel Divinity do you have right now?
I have no idea.
Let me double check. You have 2. 2 uses per long rest. The things that you can do with Channel Divinity are turn undead / destroy undead, which is not relevant right now. You can also use preserve life, which means you can present your holy symbol and evoke healing energy that can restore a number of hit points equal to 5 times your cleric level. So that's like
17 times 5?
16.
16 times 5, I think, right now, yeah?
We're 16.
Yeah, 16 times 5, so that's 80.
Mm-hmm.
So you can give you can divide up to 80 hit points amongst a number of creatures within 30 feet of you. No more than half hit point minimum. Or maximum.
Maximum, okay.
So you can go no more than half hit point maximum,
On any
dividing
creature.
on any creature using those 80 hit points.
Okay.
Twice per long rest. Or you can use that same ability feature to turn / destroy undead.
Which we have no undead.
Which
right
we have
now.
no undead in the area, so preserve life is going to be the thing that you would want to use should you decide to use it.
And is that, I'm assuming it's an action. Okay.
And that's not a spell slot, though, is it?
It's not a spell slot. It's a
Is
chance.
it a spell?
No. Well, yeah, I'll leave it alone. It can't technically be counterspell because it's not technically a spell.
Right.
That's why I was
whereas
asking.
Cure Wounds is.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah, you are correct. I'm not saying you have to do that. I'm just reminding you because I always forget things
What-
that I
Right.
remember everyone else's
What is
stuff.
Cassandra's top level?
100 and something. 158.
Okay. Well, I'm going to roll for my... Oh. 6. 12. 12. 20, 18. 19. 23.
Right, so you're going to regain 23 points of healing as you just kind of slug back you just kind of open your throat and just guzzle the healing potion like a college beer. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. The
yeah.
ring stuff jumps
Oh, got it, okay.
under my hand. So I said, how many?
23. So that's your bonus action.
Just a second. Doesn't want to give me moving 20.
Victor could not benefit from Disciple of Life right now, just so you're aware. Neither could Elizabeth.
Okay.
They're not within 30 feet of me.
Also, they're not below half hit points.
Gotcha. But,
Neither could Finn, actually. He's fine. He is completely untouched so far.
but Cassandan and...
Kasandin,
How is,
Damar, and Bowden are all below
Are they close
I'm
enough?
up to 56, by the way.
Are you
I'm
more
right.
than 15 feet away from, like, the far wall? What would
Where's
be
the-
if the door is, if you're facing the door, what would be your left wall?
Where's the map?
He's got it.
Thank you.
If you're more than 15 feet towards the right, away from the left-hand wall.
No.
What? Okay.
I-
You're in the
well,
corner?
I'm right behind here,
Okay.
and so
Then you're within 30 feet of them.
yeah,
Because that thing is 15 feet.
15 feet.
The
and
wall
so
is
is the
15
wall
feet away from
that.
that side of the plinth. The space, the walkway between the plinth and the left side of the wall facing the door is 15 feet. It's 15 feet all the way around.
Yeah,
So
right.
if you were to the left of the plinth,
That would be too
then
far.
you would be too far away. But
Right.
since you're basically
right behind
behind
it.
the plinth,
Mhm.
then you have space. You can probably you're within 30 feet of all three of them.
And
Lionel is hit, but not below hit.
okay,
Yeah, working hard tonight.
okay, so
These guys are
that's
pretty
not my turn.
hard.
Sorry.
Yeah. I've still got my turn right now, by the way.
Yes. So for your action, what are you going to do?
Well, they're probably not squishy in terms of how many points it takes to hit them.
Yeah. Squishy is relative. What was squishy at first level is no longer. I mean, it is like what was not squishy at
We're not dealing with
at
sturgeons
fifth
here.
level, right? What is squishy now is not squishy at first level, for example.
Mm-hmm.
It's mainly, armor class that I'm concerned with. And,
What are you throwing?
well, I'm trying. I do not want to use either my 4th or my 5th, even though
Yeah.
I'd like to see some of them down and out of the way before that is going to be done. And that way I won't get frustrated and angry. I'd rather not be frustrated and angry.
Yeah.
So it's down to between the cantrip and magic missile at this point in time, I think.
Yeah. And don't forget, you also have counterspell.
But I only have one chance. It's got to be cast at what level?
3rd minimum.
Yeah, that's my point. I've only got one use of that. I've got 2 uses of that, but it would be a 4th and a 5th.
You have no thirds left.
I have no thirds left. I mean,
I'm not saying.
yeah, we've been fighting a long time.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I'm just
Yeah.
like I didn't realize quite how tapped you were.
He's
Yeah, I'm really tapped.
Okay.
I need a full rest.
Well, you also have this is where cantrips come into their own.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I think I'm going to use a
applaud-
cantrip.
All right, so you're going to fire on.
I'm going to try and get rid of the mages,
Okay, so fire on one of the mages.
and none of them have been hit, right?
Have you got
Correct.
something that would fire and that would? You have no cantrips that will take out more than one of
No,
them at a time.
cantrips don't
Okay.
tend to do that. As
So
a general,
I have to go to a fireball to do
yeah,
that.
as a
That's
general
my
rule,
fourth.
cantrips don't tend to target more than one creature because they're cantrips.
You know, I have seconds that I can use too, so I
Yeah.
could. I've got 3 of those. I think I'll do one of the 2nd level. What do I have at 2nd level that I want to maybe use later?
Nothing to get out.
Huh?
Nothing to get out.
No,
I mean, you could always upcast magic missiles, thunder wave,
Yeah.
burning hands is 2nd level, I think. You have either burning hands or scorching ray. I can never remember which one you have, but I think you have burning hands.
I have both.
Okay, so you have burning hands, scorching ray. Those are 1st or 2nds. Thunder wave is a 1st or a 2nd. I think it's a 2nd because it was like your
I
precious
have color
spell.
spray.
Prismatic spray or color spray. Sorry, yes, you have color spray. But I think that because I remember you had Thunderwave as like your spell du jour, the big tank in your arsenal back when we were fighting Red Brand ruffians.
Right.
And so you have that. That's a 2nd level.
I've got Crown of Madness.
Crown of Madness you also have access to. Yeah, you could do that one.
I'm going to
Charm.
throw. No, I was mainly trying to
Do you have
find
a
out
charm
if there was
person?
something that was very interesting. I'm going to do a 2nd level magic missiles,
All right.
which is
Huh?
you on.
Yeah. One of the mage assassins is going to counterspell it.
And it's automatic. Oh, okay.
So mark off your spell slot. Unfortunately, because that's who they are, because they don't want to get hit with stuff, and they can see you starting to cast the spell that's probably going to be harmful to them, they are going to counterspell it.
Oh, okay.
And they're going to throw it third level.
I thought that's what we already decided.
No, I
No, he
no.
tried. He tried the second, and that was fine.
There's two ways that I could go: an automatic hit or a cantrip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's fine, and,
Yeah.
and that's okay.
Yeah.
And it's not the end of the world. And they did burn another spell
Yeah.
slot doing that.
Yeah,
And,
right.
burned
And they
their
burned
react-
a lot higher than I did.
A lot is relative. They burned a third level spell, but they did burn another spell slot, and they burned their reaction. So
Right.
one of them can't take an attack of opportunity if something happens. So
Okay.
that's your turn. Victor is going to. I'm trying to remember where Victor was. He was not. Corinne got away from him, so he's facing down Sellswords.
Right.
So he's facing down Fabio's Frickheads.
Right.
I am keeping that name. I'm sorry. That is just too good for not. So. Oof. Oh no, you were right. There are 5 of them that are still stunned. My bad.
Cool.
So they are going to attempt. So the 5 that are in the room, 3 of them are on Victor, 2 of them are on Lisbeth. And. Interesting. Victor's going to hit one of them.
Wipe him out, Victor.
And to just start hitting them. He resorts to the most brutal of fighter stereotypes. Go bonk. That is a 20 to hit? 21 to hit.
All right.
Because he now has that buffed strength.
Yes. That's why fighters go bonk.
Yes. Well, he's got +5 strength and +5 con now.
Whoa.
A bit min-maxy, but I was trying to keep it simple.
Yeah.
Because for me, personally, the reason I pseudo min-maxed was 2 reasons. One, I need these guys to be tanks because
Right.
they are the party tanks
Right,
because you
you
guys
need
are
them.
fragile comparatively.
Yes.
And 2, feats means another thing I
To
have
think
to
of.
forget.
That's right.
So that's 21.
KISS. This is a KISS character.
Yep.
And we're very, very thankful for that.
Yep. There he is. That's 9 points of damage.
Is this guy that he's going after stunned or not stunned?
Not stunned.
Has he been damaged before?
Yes.
Good. Go get him.
Keep grabbing the pencil. I was supposed to grab the marker. Okay, and then the second attack. And he's focusing on 2 of them. He's dividing his blows between 2 of them. So that's 19 to hit for 10 points of damage. And then the third attack on the first guy. 17 will hit for 11 points of damage.
Yeah.
And am I going to action surge? I'm not going to action surge because I already action surged against Korriban. Oops. Oh well. That's Victor's turn. Corinne is going to move in on you.
Okay.
And she's going to make 4 unarmed strikes on you.
Unarmed strikes?
Unarmed strikes. She's going to punch her 4 times.
Oh.
That is a 29 to hit. Another 29. An 18. And a 28.
3 hits.
So she punches you twice, you block one of them, and she throws a knee into you, and then finishes with an elbow to the head.
Hmm.
And that is going to deal That will be 12, 11, and 9 points of damage.
And is there any? There's no saving throws I can make.
It's straight
Just
bludgeoning
straight
damage,
yeah, right.
counting as magic for the
Yeah.
purposes of overcoming resistance. So, yeah.
Okay, just
What's that, 33 total?
checking 32 total.
And then she is going to go and use her patient strike to dodge. Yeah. Alright. Fabulous freckheads are looking a little bit disconcerted here. The one that Victor hit the second time is going to turn and run. He's going to disengage from Victor, and he's going to run down the tunnel.
And that means Victor gets an attack of opportunity.
Not with a disengage.
Oh,
He
okay.
prevents attacks of opportunity and runs away.
Okay.
So he's running off down the tunnel.
I had hopes.
Well, he's running away, so
Yeah, but he can always come back.
if he's hired, yeah.
Unlike, yeah.
Well, this guy isn't around to die in the cause. He's here to make money. And this venture is no longer profitable.
Death is
you know,
not.
you know.
Yeah. I don't have
Um,
a wizard to bring back.
what was that?
I don't have a wizard to automatically bring me back.
Even if you did, it wouldn't be something he would want to do.
Mm-hmm.
This guy is, again, he's here for the money.
Yep.
Um,
Here for the cash.
yeah. He's going to use a sand. The other one, the other two on Victor are going to make a sand pouch attack.
A what?
Victor's God, saving us. What am I doing? A sand pouch attack,
Oh.
which Victor has to make a Constitution saving throw. Oh wow. Boo-hoo on me. Yeah, that's a 16 success. 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 Or no, sorry.
Just 2 of them.
2 successes. So they're gonna make 2 sand pouch attacks, and then they're gonna make two attacks. Okay. That's a 19, which does hit. And a one less. 9, which does not hit. That's. I think I'd be better at this. I've been doing this for almost 2 years. Nine points of damage to Victor. As it just cuts in under his breastplate.
Mm-hmm.
It's a myth. Flesh wound.
Yeah. The ones on the ground are going to make saving throws. Success. 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 Okay. So, like three of them are up. Other ones around are going to half of them are going to come running into the room. And they're going to split, attacking. Half of them are going to run straight up to Lionel and Damar and what?
These are the ones that just got up?
No, these
Oh,
are the
okay.
other group that are in the hallway that are
Okay.
not stunned, but they are obscured by butterflies. So that, like, 5 of them are going to come running out of the butterfly cloud and dash to Damar, Bowden, and Lionel, and the unconscious Cassandra. And that's their action. Edra, you're up. The Holy Trinity is on deck.
Okay. So, I think that you did. We need to do divine intervention.
Divine intervention?
Can I ask you a question?
Right?
Sure.
Excuse me.
No, you're good to do that one. That one's a good one.
Okay.
That's the one you can do once per day where you roll the percentile dice, and if you get it right, your god answers your questions.
Right.
And
Questions,
answers
or it does something that I ask of him.
both, honestly, if you depending on what you ask of them. If you ask them questions, they will answer them. If you ask them for help, they will give it within reasonable limits.
Okay.
Did you mean to use one of your two things that would give a lot of healing? Or did you mean the one that you just said?
So channel divinity would be the healing
The
thing.
healing one. Yeah, I know.
Divine intervention, which is what you said, which I am wholly on board with. This is fun when you try.
Yeah.
It is just super fun when people try, because in my opinion, nobody who plays a cleric uses divine intervention enough. Because it's a thing you can try once a day until you succeed, and then you can't use it again for a week.
Right.
So feel free to use it if you would like to, or
You want me to use
can
the
preserve
healing
life.
first?
Either way.
What I was going to say is, if you're not very high on the hit points, you may want to take, on your, maybe you need to take, with your, take a potion and roll for it to give yourself some protection, because you're probably not really far up there either.
Not terrible.
Because you just got hit a couple of times.
Yeah, he's suggesting that you
Right.
bonus
Heal
action
thyself.
shotgun.
Bonus action,
Well,
bonus
he's
action.
suggesting you bonus action chug the
Yeah.
potion, then
Do whichever you want
preserve
then.
life.
I don't care which one. I just
Honestly, I would say personally, and this is a pseudo house rule, as I the DM do so will it, that your disciple of life ability would count on preserve life, meaning with 80 hit points given, that you would get back. Oh, never mind.
Can't do it.
It specifies spells level, number plus spells level as what you get back, so that's not a spell level. Although, if you want, I can fudge this up to where it's your level.
16.
For
Since it's-
preserve life,
Right. Because
that
of
you,
what it is
because
that I'm
it's
doing.
a channel divinity,
Right.
I could say that this is a total I the DM do so will, and it is my world and I am its god, so
Right.
I create this. Like, this is not rules as written, this is complete homebrew idea. That you would get everyone in the thing gains an additional 18 hit points, which again can only restore them to half, but it means you can give more people the stuff, so you can push the juice to more people. And you get back 18 hit points yourself when you punch a channel divinity.
So the extra 18 is on top of what I roll?
Correct. So, see, the way it goes is you just get, for channel divinity, you just get 5 times your spell level, which in this case is 80, that you can divide up to any number of creatures within 30 feet that does not take them above half their hit point maximum.
Right.
With Disciple of Life and Blessed Healer, they get an extra 18 that they automatically get pumped into them. So everyone gets an automatic 18, and then whatever you pump into them from the juice of Preserve Life, and then you get an automatic 18. That does not bump you above.
but the 18 can't go above your
The
half.
18 starts, and then anything on top of that can't stack you above. 18 plus whatever you give them cannot stack above half hit points maximum.
What I'm saying is, if you're already close to half your hit points, the 18 can't take you above that, or can the 18 take you above that? Well, it's a major
I
thing.
mean, if you get the 18 and it takes you above half, you don't get anything from Preserved Life.
that's
Just just Disciple of Life. But
okay.
if you are below that, if the 18 does not take you above, then you get anything you need up to half your hit point max.
Well, I can only get 4 more points to get me to half.
So there would be no point in me including him in the spell.
Like I said, If it takes you above, you don't get anything from preserve life, but you do get an additional 18 hit points.
So I would go to 18 would take. Okay, so
It
would
would
take
bump you
18.
above your.
Yeah,
It
that's
would
cool.
bump you to
Okay.
14 above your max, your
Yeah,
hit point, your
that's
half
cool.
max. You would
But-
not get anything from preserve life, but again, we're working on this
Right.
experimental
Yeah.
homebrewed rule.
Right.
So again, I, the DM, as God do so will, Ominous Dominus, you get 18
Yeah.
flat from, or you get 18 flat, which will go up to more as you get higher level. But you get flat Disciple of Life points,
Mhm.
and then if you are still below half hit point max,
Then
you
I
will
can-
get
then-
more
yeah.
from Preserve Life. If
Yeah.
you are over half max from the Disciple of Life mojo, then you will not benefit from Preserve Life. You will benefit from being in the radius of Preserve Life
Mhm.
and getting the 18 or 19 or 20 or 21 or 22, whatever it is you get.
Okay.
So,
up to how many people? They just read the
any
radius. Everybody-
creatures
Okay. Let's
within
just,
30
does
feet.
that include the enemies?
It says choose any creature.
I'm
So I'm
choosing.
going to assume
The
that means
Yeah. Just want to be sure
unless
that I
you
wasn't.
really want this to go.
No,
somewhere.
definitely not. Definitely.
Like maybe win them over with your charming personality and healing them, which will not
That's
happen. Then you can give that to them, but no.
Okay.
You choose any creatures within 30 feet of you, which will give you. I think it might give you Victor at this point. Maybe. He's moved around a little bit, so I'd say with a little bit of finessing, you could
Would I
possibly
get
get it.
She could step across.
You would
She's
definitely
already-
get Lisbeth and Finn.
Okay.
Already, they're within. They already
Right.
have
And the
commanders or
Holy
commanders
Trinity
sword, yeah.
and
the Holy Trinity and Kassan.
Kasandon. Okay.
And with
Yeah.
Kasandon
And
being
Ron,
in
you're up
Preserve
first.
Life, that means he can take almost the entire
Yeah.
Mhm.
because he's 158 max,
Oh.
so he can take up to like 70 and change,
Right.
like 74-ish,
Right.
78-ish hit points.
And minus the 18,
So
so
he can take 76 hit points. Minus 18 is like 68. He can take
And-
68 hit points
yeah.
if you so desired. I'm not saying
and,
you have to.
yeah.
Right.
And Victor
However,
is
he's going
also
to get a minimum of 18.
Victor is also
Victor
been
is
hit
not
pretty
below
badly.
half, so he cannot benefit from it. Neither can Lisbeth.
Oh, okay.
Already. However,
I
if
didn't
you,
realize he
if
wasn't
you
below.
include them, they will get
They
the
get the
Disciple
18.
of Life.
Right. Right.
18.
Right.
So they will not
And-
benefit because they are from the Preserve Life, so they don't require anything from the pool
Right.
of
Which
80
is-
hit points.
mhm.
Damar is below. Bowden is below.
Okay.
Lionel is not.
Okay.
Kassadin is. So.
Are you?
No, I'm
If-
not below half.
Oh, well, if you're not below half, then you're fine. Then you just get the 18 from Blessed Healer.
Which I need. I mean, it's good to have
Yes,
it. But
every hit point counts,
Right.
but you don't have to pump anything from that into yourself. I don't know if you can. Again, I'm going to just let it slide if we need to in the future.
Okay.
But you get an automatic 18 from Blessed Healer when you cast Preserve Life.
Cool. So
For
those
now.
that need.
We're just
the-
going to give that
Right.
rule. That is how it is right now. We are just going to go with that.
Okay, so for
So-
those that need just the
Disciple
Preserve
of
Life
Life.
18,
The Disciple of Life.
Disciple
yes.
of Life, they get that.
18
And then
for Victor. And he is pretty good.
74. Woo! I feel positively healthy. Let's go run a marathon. You know.
With the 18, Victor was cracked up above. And he was technically quote unquote below, but Disciple of Life popped him up above half. So
Cool.
he's fine. Lisbeth gets 18. Oops, almost gave that as damage. Finnan gets nothing because he's already at 145 hit points.
Can't. That's fine.
Out of 145. Completely untouched during the entire battle.
So how close
Uncanny
are
dodge is an
Demar-
amazingly good
Evasion,
thing.
uncanny dodge,
Right.
incredible stealth.
Yeah.
He's just been invisible this entire time, and he's been using most of his bonus actions when he's not shanking and stabbing. When he shoots something, he uses his bonus action to hide.
Yeah. Damar and Bowden are how far away from half? Or
Damar's at 58 out of 144. So,
Is that after or before the 18?
with Disciple of Life, that brings him from 40 to 58. Bowden is at 30 out of 132
Ooh.
after Disciple of Life.
Okay, I'm gonna do this math here.
No.
Damar can go to 172. Can go to 72, which is
42 from now.
24. No, 14 from where he is right now,
Okay.
because he's at 58.
Okay.
Bowden can go to 6.5 is 65 is 66. That is 30. He can get 36
Total,
hit points.
including the 18.
He's already had the 18.
Okay.
So
I'm trying to.
yeah, they're both.
They're
I just
they're
popped
pre-
Disciple of
okay.
Life into them
Okay.
as soon as Preserved Life was theoretically cast.
So that would
So
give.
Damar
between
can take, I think I said
14.
14, and Bowden can take
36.
36.
That would leave 30 for Cassandon, plus the 18.
Yeah.
So that would be 46 points. It's
Yeah.
not. Like
It will bring
ideal.
him above the brink of death.
Right, and so that would,
Until
that would
Ariana
bring
gets me.
Damar and Bowden
Well, I was wondering
back
if
fully,
you.
right?
Would it be better to get him up higher strategically?
They're all
Because-
getting pummeled at this point. So
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to. I would
so
like to
bring-
bring Damar and Bowden
bring
because they're protecting Lionel.
Cassandon
also.
to 46, bringing everyone else to half.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's 72 for Damar. 66 for Bowden. I like Preserve Life. I like
So
the
do
homebrew
I.
rules attached to it even better.
But that's my favorite.
We could hand him a potion too.
And then the sun goes up to. Sorry, what?
I said we could hand him a potion too.
Cassandon?
Yeah.
I mean, technically, yeah, kind of.
Well, he's. What I keep thinking is, if we can keep it alive, it's one more person, one more being attacking. I'm
Yeah.
trying to keep as many people attacking
Alright.
as possible.
He's going to be attacking for his next round. That's the most
Okay.
important thing for
Yeah.
us right now.
So, Damar is going to kind of give you a nod, like, thank you for that.
Do I get a bonus action?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Spiritual weapon.
That's right.
Bam. Who are you hitting?
I am okay. I am going to hit Irion.
All right.
I think. I hope.
You can certainly try.
Yes, I know. That's always the plan.
Excuse me. It's D20 plus.
Yep. Sorry, you just got it. Couldn't find my marker to mark it off.
Oh,
I
yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to Get it marked. I don't like to forget that.
That's
Okay.
all right.
D20. $22.
That will hit.
Okay. And then 14 damage.
Okay. He's definitely not looking as confident as he was a few minutes ago.
Who is this?
Iran.
Irion.
Okay, and at the end of your turn, Iran is going to make a ranged weapon attack against you.
Okay. Nice.
Second.
What's it say? Any kind of saving throw?
Not for an attack.
Okay.
It's 22.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright. That will be 11 points of piercing damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw with advantage.
That was the higher of the two. The other one was 11. Do I take the
Oh
lower?
dear.
Oh, not good enough?
No, you take the higher one.
Okay.
Here we go. You take...
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I forgot to add a +2.
Okay.
He's 19. Not gonna make a difference. Okay, sorry. I just all of a sudden I thought about that.
You take 47 points of poison damage, halved for your dwarven resistance.
What about my tattoos?
You don't have any poison resistance tattoos because you already have
'Cause I already
dwarven
had it.
resistance.
Right. So 47 half?
Halved to 23.
3? Okay.
What did you say your save was again?
17. 17 plus 2 is 19.
19. That makes a difference. Okay. Halved again.
Okay, so 12? Did you round up?
Oh, round down, so
Round up.
11.
11, okay.
You take 11 points of poison damage.
Okay.
Thank goodness for
What are
Constitution bonuses, eh?
these? Yes. Yeah, I completely forgot about it.
No, it's good. It's good.
Oh, it's good.
And then that is your turn, and it's the Holy Trinity. Damar is going to kind of nod to you as like, thank you for doing that. Appreciate you. And then he is going to
Go get him.
Yeah. He is going to cast Firestorm
Ooh.
on the pack of mage assassins clustered in the corner.
Sweet.
That is a doozy.
Yes,
I'm
it
sure
is.
you
I
all
have
know.
that. I love that one.
And
What is that?
Firestorm. I'll need this back. You can see Stoichful I've got.
Oh, almost. Sorry,
Almost.
bad throw.
No, you're fine. I just missed. How defense. Count it. Firestorm.
Oh, goodness.
I think I can get both the mage assassins and at least 3 of Fabio's crew without getting Victor.
All right.
Oh, and that's sweet. If you choose, plant life in the area is unaffected by the spell.
Do you have any plant life in
No,
there?
but it's like for when you're out in the woods.
Outside, yeah,
and
that's
I
very
think
nice.
druids may have access to Firestorm,
Right.
so that makes sense that they don't want to do that.
Right, exactly.
So, all of the mage assassins, and they clustered up, and 4 of Fabio's fabulous frickheads. Now, in order to get all 4, I'm going to have to make a sacrifice. I'm sorry. Victor and Elizabeth are going to have to make the saving throws too, so he just drops it on the area.
But they have
can't
advantage
sculpt,
on saving
can't
throws,
she?
right?
They have advantage on saving throws.
Which
They
these guys do
can't.
not have.
Damar can't sculpt. He's not a wizard.
Yeah.
So he's just going to womp everyone in that area. with-
Incoming!
Yeah, he just kind of yell out, "In a commander!" And then that's his verbal component for
gotcha.
Firestorm.
Gotcha.
Afrikaans. I love that language. So we'll start with the good guys, because they're easier. So Victor is going to make a dexterity saving throw. Yeah, he makes it.
Good.
Can't remember, is it halved? Can you check Firestorm whether it's halved for me, if you have it? If not, I'll race you.
It's not fast.
Okay, I'll race you.
Okay.
I got it.
Yay. That's hard to do.
Halved on success, okay. So, he takes, oh boy, 7d10, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, ouch.
7d10 fire damage.
Yep.
It's not as bad as Flame Strike,
True.
but it's pretty bad.
It's bad.
Right? No, it can't be worse than... this has to be worse than Flame Strike.
It does, because Flame Strike is 5th.
Yeah, I was going to say, that can't be right.
Right.
So... 7d10. Oh, goody.
Against 2.
Victor, Elizabeth,
And
4 of
assassins.
Fabio's fabulous freckheads, and all 7 of the mage assassins.
Okay.
So, 7d10, you say, eh? 7. Well, only 26 points of damage.
How much?
26 points of damage, halved to 13 for Victor.
Okay.
Halved again for his resistance to fire,
Sweet.
to 6.
Sweet, 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 sweet.
So 6 points of fire damage to Victor. Elizabeth. Natural 20s her save, so she is
Yeah.
completely fine.
Yay! Maintaining her clean streak of no damage this time.
No, she's got
She's
damage.
got a little bit.
She's got a very little bit, but
Okay.
she's
She's
got
pretty
161 out of 178, so
She's doing quite well.
yes, she is.
Yeah.
Mostly because nobody's been shooting at her.
Right.
Or throwing things at her, except for
Right.
sand, which she is completely evading because she has +5 Constitution. And then now we will go with the assassins. That is a success. Failure. Success. I have to do these individually, I'm sorry. Hang on. It's getting complicated. Success leads to 13. Failure is 23, 26. What did I say, success?
Mm-hmm. No, that you've had 3 successes and 1 failure.
3 successes and 1 failure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Success, lead to 13. No success, 13. Natural 1 will lead to 52.
Ooh. The guy that jumped into the flame going, "Embrace me."
That guy's not looking good. That's a failure. 26. And another failure. Another 26. And that's for Fabio's fabulous freckheads. How did you boys do? What's your deck saving throws these days? Failure. 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 That's it. As roaring sheets of flame suddenly coalesce on the ceiling and slam down into the corner. Nobody got out of that unscathed.
Except
Except
for Elizabeth. BBC said we should all like that.
I threw a fuzzy catch marker at you. What's your
I
deal?
didn't throw this. I didn't throw this. I virtually threw it.
Uh-huh. And then Bowden is going to jeez. Ooh,
Oh, that
sweet
sounds
fun.
good.
Forgot about this spell. It's an interesting one. It's a little weird, but used right, it can be very useful. Interesting. Okay. He is going to cast Guardian of Faith
Ooh.
directly in front of Lionel as a towering spectral being.
What is this one?
Guardian of Faith.
Oh, good.
Size large, so almost as large, as tall as Cassandra.
Oh, wow.
Appears in the space in front of Lionel. It is indistinct save for a gleaming sword and a shield emblazoned with the symbol of Helm. Which, for reference, come here, you. I don't need you enough to not stupid problem. Don't look at me like that. Here is the symbol of Helm.
Ah, okay.
So that is emblazoned. The hand with the eye is in the mailed gauntlet. Why?
I'm not gonna even go for the inspiration. It's not. It's got a different thing it's doing with its fingers towards those guys.
No, but cute. No, the mailed gauntlet with the eye on the back is emblazoned clearly on the shield.
Does Lionel have the ability to cast through that, or is he completely isolated from the front at this point in time?
It's unclear at this point.
Okay. Oh, just a minute, baby. Tucker's in the dire.
Do you want me to pause it?
I think it's okay for me to do this.
Okay. If you want me to.
I'm clearing it up.
That is Damar's. That is Bowden's move. And Lionel is going to hold position at this point with no, he's going to use the Sword of Ages. Hang on. He's going to use one charge off the Sword of Ages to compel Finnan to attack.
Ah, excellent.
No, he's not going to compel Finnan to attack. You know what? He's going to compel you to attack.
Okay, cool. What do I get to do?
You cast Sacred Flame
Yes.
on an ally of your on an attacker of your choice within range.
I am.
All right.
Question.
Yes.
Would I? This is because I don't know. Would I be better off going against someone who doesn't have counterspell, or is that not going to be?
It's a cantrip.
So it's not going to be. Oh yes, it's cantrip.
It's probably not going to be counterspell.
Okay, so sweet. So flambe, baby.
And anyone in the room within 60 feet can be counterspelled.
Good point. Right. I
So
can
they
use
will
both.
just, if they're within 60 feet, they're going to counterspell you no matter who you're shooting.
Okay. All right.
Um,
Except for a cantrip.
Probably.
Yeah. Flambe.
Well, but they will bother about a level 1 or a level 2 spell, yeah.
Hey, yeah, they will. No, he won't. That is a 31 on his save.
Wow. So what does that mean?
Nothing? Unless he somehow didn't beat your DC with a 31.
Oh, no, he didn't.
This is Sacred Flame, so nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Okay. Okay.
So he just kind of ducks out of the way.
Mm-hmm. Sorry about that.
And you hear just a grunt of frustration from
I'm so sorry.
Lionel.
So sorry.
Not your fault.
See, maybe I should have chosen
Finn, really, Finn is much better, much nimbler at these
I was
things.
thinking Finn and I went with her, and now
Well, I wanted to include you guys.
I appreciate
didn't want
it.
to just be over here
No,
playing with myself.
I'm giving
That's
Lionel
I'm sorry.
frustration out.
Just
Gotcha.
futzing around here.
Yes.
Okay. Kassandan is going to find himself. Where has he gone? Did you fall?
Where'd you go? What are we after?
I'm after Kassandan's stat block. There he is. Just hiding at the bottom of the stack.
That's a logical place to put him.
Yeah. Yeah. He's gonna, take a trio of attacks at Arion. Because he doesn't really want to use his paralyzing or cold breath right now. Because there's people
Right.
in the way.
Right.
That's a miss. Hey, it's a miss.
He attacks with advantage, though, right?
Yeah, he does. That's still a miss. Aye. Could have been a natural 1, but he wasn't. Still not a hit. He whiffs all 3 of his attacks.
Okay.
Didn't
well,
roll higher than a 7.
it happens. It happens.
Finnan now is going to. He was back with you guys.
Right.
He is now going to. He is going to use his short bow to target the mage assassins.
Cool.
Because he does not like them.
Thank you.
I'm with him there.
That will be a 25.
Well, that's probably not good.
Which will hit, and his arrow supply is doing fine. And that will be because no, he's within 5 feet of trap. Okay. You know what? No, he'll target one that's within 5 feet of Victor. Or no one is. God. Maybe. Yeah, screw it. I'll say can. One of them is within 5 feet of Victor. I'll target them. Because I want sneak attack. I want waffle fries. 6, 9, 14, 22, 23, 24, 31. Oh no. No. Really. You're good. And as... Oopsie. He shoots the one. They poof. Another arcane portal appears next to them, and they dart through it.
How many of them?
One.
One assassin goes?
Yep.
See, the most... It doesn't matter how much damage he's got, it just...
Doesn't matter, they're gone. As soon as he hit a certain level of injury, he popped a dimension door. You
Even if
begin
he's
to-
dead?
No, he's not dead.
Not dead.
Well, I was
You-
thinking.
yeah, you're beginning to suspect that these guys may have cast contingency on themselves with Dimension Door as the spell.
Ah, sure, yeah.
Contingency is a spell you can cast, which I think is 24 hours in advance, and you set a certain spell into it, and then you set a certain thing to happen to
So
activate
if
the
I
spell.
reach certain amount
If
of
I hit a
damage.
certain amount of hit
Mhm.
points, then Dimension Door activates. Poof, I'm gone.
Uh-huh.
See you, suckers.
Well, a couple of them have...
And since it takes you doing it 24 hours in advance, he's not going to then cast a dimension door to come back because he doesn't have the automatic exit. If I put that in to save myself,
Yeah.
that means that I value myself the same way that the assassins did. And if I've got to take 24 hours in advance to do something to get me out of there automatically,
It can be cast up to.
okay, I thought
Yeah.
it was okay.
Anywhere
So was this
from.
an assassin that ran? Or
This is the anytime the assassin an arcane portal appears, you're
Right.
getting the idea that
Yeah, so it's an assassin that poofed.
and a mage assassin just poofed out.
Okay.
So contingency does there it is. So oh wow, never mind. Duration 10 days.
Wow.
Yeah. So
So it
So it
came
stays
back
there
inst-
regardless.
duration time is 10 minutes. Casting time 10 minutes. Duration 10 days. Choose a spell of 5th level or lower that you can cast that has a casting time of 1 action and that can target you. You cast the spell called the contingent spell as part of casting contingency, expending spell slots for both, but the contingent spell doesn't come into effect. Instead, it takes effect when a certain circumstance occurs. You describe that circumstance when you cast the 2 spells. For example, contingency cast with water breathing might stipulate the water breathing comes into effect when you are engulfed in water or some other liquid. The contingent spell takes effect immediately after the circumstance is met for the first time, whether or not you want it to, and then contingency ends. It takes effect only on you, even if you normally target others. You can use only 1 contingency spell at a time. If you cast the spell again, the other effect ends. Also, it ends on you if the material component is ever not on your person. So, I'm bending the rules a little bit with Dimension Door, but, you know,
It's okay.
You
it
can
works.
do that.
It works, and it makes them go away, so I don't hear
I'm
you
not
guys
upset.
complain.
Yeah, not complaining. Nope.
So that's Finnan. Lisbeth is going to attack Fabio's freckheads.
Go.
Excuse me, his fabulous freckheads. The 2 of them that are on her.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
she's
Elizabeth. Get a 20.
gonna attack there. First
Roll.
attack.
Roll all 20s.
Is a 28. I think. Yes. Yes. And she's going to use the cleave property of her great axe, which again I'm cherry picking from the 2024 rules here because I like it. I technically should have used the property of Victor's longsword, but whatever. So she's going to make another melee attack against the other one that's within 5 feet of him. Natural 1.
But she gets to...
Advantage.
Not another natural 1.
I've heard stories of this. Well, nothing happened because now the little traitor makes a natural 20. Where were you 2 rolls ago?
Yeah,
Where were
right.
you 1 roll ago?
Yeah, just 1. We just had to...
So that's a miss on the cleave 3, but
Okay.
you know she still does damage through the first attack, which deals 15 points of damage. Remember when there was a day when I would have been jumping for joy at that amount of
I
damage.
know, I know. I can remember when we did. Of course, when you're fighting off Sturgis, 15 points of damage is highly excessive. Feels great.
Second attack. Should try again. It's a 22, which hits. So try again. Just gonna leave. Wait, no, it does hit 20. So first attack deals 8 points of damage. Second attack deals 9 points of damage.
Nice.
Ironic. Given that the second attack deals only the dice.
Oh.
That's cleave for you.
Uh-huh.
The third attack with advantage. 2 15s in a row. I'll take the 26. For 7 points of damage. And the second attack. 29. Deals. Wow. Okay. So she just kind of grazes across the first guy's chest. She thunks it solidly into his hip on the second guy and deals him 12 points of damage to him.
Woo.
One little.
Ooh, whirling dervish there.
Just call me Andromache the Scythian.
Huh?
I said just call me Andromache the Scythian. It's a
easy for you to
Netflix TV series. I just like the fight scenes. She is going to action surge because she can.
Yes.
So. Attack with advantage. Nope, that's an 11. That's a 10. That is 7 points of damage on the first attack. Second attack. Glad that was not a natural one.
Oh.
But it was advantage, so it came out to a 23.
Oh, good. Man, that
For
dice
5 points of damage.
is good.
Man, Aura of Life is huge.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said Aura of Life is huge. This is her third and final attack now, yes?
Yes.
Huh. I'm rolling a lot of natural ones.
Oh.
Oh, that's a 7, excuse me.
Oh, phew.
20. Which hits for 12 points of damage.
Yes.
To the first guy. And the second attack. Is an 18, which does hit to deal 4 points of damage to the second.
Okay. Is anybody looking even slightly rough?
Well, yes. But once you just cleavered again, is not looking good.
Good.
And these are the assassins?
These are the
Fabios.
sellswords.
Sellswords.
Fabios, fabulous freckheads.
And they're mercenaries.
Yes. The one that Victor clobbered down to a pretty bad level last turn ran away.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not likely that they're going to stick around to die. So, as that finishes, as she finishes her turn, let me check the radius on this thing.
Almost sounds like a Marvel game.
Yeah. You see the there. You see the butterflies begin to dissipate.
Ah.
That's weird because you were pretty sure that it was supposed to be for an hour.
Oh.
Who made them?
The Noengard grenade.
Ah,
Hmm.
that's not good.
just not do that? Oh. Give me 1 second here. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I didn't do something. I was
Okay.
supposed to have done. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah. And as you see the butterflies begin to dissipate, you see the familiar red tabard and hood with the dark leather gloves of inquisitorial null mages begin to file into the tunnel, stepping over the stunned sellswords on the ground, who are now completely visible in the tunnel. And behind them, you see the make a perception check with advantage.
17.
You see the familiar scuttling movement
Oh, no.
of Veladrins behind them. Another player has entered the chat. And
It's not like we needed more opponents to keep us alive.
from the looks they're giving everyone around, they don't appear to be particularly happy to see the mage assassins.
They're mages too.
Right.
So the null mages come walking in and form a bifurcate battle line.
Uh-huh.
Half of them facing in your guys'
How many
direction.
did I see? Because
Well,
17.
there's about 10 of them that walked in.
Okay.
Some of
How
them,
many of the other thing is?
you saw 3 Veladrin. You're not sure how many more
That's
there
who I
are.
hate. I fear them more than the others.
Every mage does. Every mage.
Good.
So they're taking up a battle line. Half of them facing generally in your guys' direction. Half of them facing kind of more in the null mages.
How did they get in here?
Mage assassins' direction. Probably the same way that Irion and Corinne did.
Snuck in behind us?
Yeah, probably. Although probably they were, given the fact that they're just arriving now, they probably were a little bit less subtle about their entry. So they probably just charged in after you guys and did not expect the company.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Top of the round, you see an ominously familiar set of pale rune-inscribed masks over with the dark leather of mage breakers, as 6 of them come charging into the room at a dead run.
This is in addition to the 10, in addition to the 3.
In addition to how many other there are behind them. This is a full-blown Inquisition kill team.
So wait, Mage
Sent.
Breakers?
Mage breakers.
Do I remember these
Oh,
guys?
they're the nasty ones. They're the ones that have the nasty daggers. And they're
Oh.
about to use them.
Oh, good.
So they are going to... 3 of them are going to break off and charge the mage assassins. The other 3 are going to charge at you 2. Well, technically 2 of them are going to charge you, 1 of them is going to charge Damar, Bowden, and Lionel, and Cassandra. Completely fearless in the face of a raging dragon.
There you go.
Yeah. The one against the Holy Trinity.
Do they have to pass within 5 feet
Yeah.
of the dragon in order to get to the other
they
people?
have to pass within 5 feet of Victor and at least 2 of the
So-
Lisbeth, sorry.
I just
Li-
wonder how
Lisbeth
many
and one
attacks of
Lisbeth and one of the
opportunity
Freckheads. Yeah. So it's going to just completely ignore all damage, all danger. And Victor's going to get 1 attack. Elizabeth's going to get 1 attack of opportunity against it. At advantage. For 8 points of damage on the first Mage Breaker. And the Freckhead is we'll say one of the Freckheads gets an attack. And misses. As he just swipes at him, but the Null Mage dives over the attack. Comes up in a dead run and is going to attack Damar. And is now within 5 feet of both Bowden and Damar. Why is that an important thing you ask? You'll find out later. It is going to make 2 attacks with its infused dagger. That's 25 to hit, which does hit. That's a 16, which misses. Huh. Huh. Okay, that's nasty. Okay. Hold on. Oh, there you are. You're hiding. So Damar takes 10 points of piercing damage. And oh boy. £30 of poison damage.
Does the aura give him any protection on this stuff?
Unfortunately, he automatically fails because he cast a spell within less than a minute. A creature that has cast a spell within the last minute automatically fails this saving throw.
No, I meant it wasn't the saving throw. It was the fact that Lionel's protection thing. Did that affect the poison at all?
No.
Okay.
This just gives you advantage on saving throws, ability checks, and attack rolls.
Okay.
And yes, that was a disadvantage attack before you ask.
Okay.
And then it's going to make an attack with Spellbreaker Dagger. That is a 26 to hit. That is 11 points of damage. And he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
He's what?
Has to make a wisdom saving throw. And he fails.
With advantage because he's.
And he still fails. And Damar is no longer affected by Aura of Life.
Because he's unconscious?
No.
He's dead.
which I forgot. I have to make. Let me check something out faster. Aura of life. Concentration, yes. No, he has to make 2 concentration for that. That's failed. Aura of life is no longer around. Oh no, wait, advantage. It's up. I think. Check. How much did I say it was? For the yes, it's up. And for the poison, that was what? 40 something for the poison damage.
40 something. Sorry, I didn't
40
write that
point.
down.
What was it called? 40.
Okay.
And then who? Aura of life is no longer up.
For anybody?
Holy aura, excuse me. Holy aura is no longer up.
But the commander's presence is up.
Commander's presence is up, yeah.
So we don't get the protection anymore.
You get advantage on attacks, ability checks, and saving
No,
throws.
I meant.
Let me double check to see if
The aura, the holy aura and commander's presence kind of overlap together.
they do, but the only thing that Holy Aura had that the other thing didn't is, is that the attackers had disadvantage against you,
Mm-hmm.
so that's gone
Okay.
because of the poison pulse. You
Okay.
couldn't beat a DC 20 Constitution saving throw. I'm sorry. You rolled a 6 and a 3.
Oh, bummer. That's not a good roll.
And in that case, oh, he also has to check on Spirit Guardians. Hang on. That's a success. That's a better. Okay, Spirit Guardians is also down. Alright. No, he didn't cast it. Never mind. We're good. We're good. Jeez. But yes, Holy Aura is no longer up.
Okay.
You see the glowing nimbus that surrounds all of you flicker as the poison pulses through his body and then wink out. And Commander's Presence doesn't technically count as a spell, so Spellbreaker Dagger doesn't have any hammer. Okay. That's the first Mage Breaker. The second one is also going to take an attack of opportunity from Victor and an attack of opportunity from a Sellsword. Two. One Sellsword. That is a hit. 4. I know, I don't sound so happy about it. Wow. 13 points of damage.
Oh, sweet.
And the Sellsword is going to attack for miss. And then it's going to attack you, Edra.
Okay.
Okay. Is going to make 2 attacks with its spellbreak with its infused dagger. I think a 28 is going to hit you.
It's going to hit.
Don't think an 11 is going to hit you.
Isn't that going to hit?
Okay. So you take 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And
Okay.
15 points of poison damage added to 7.
Okay.
And then it is going to no, you're good. And then it is going to make an attack with its Spellbreaker Dagger. 21 hit you?
Yep.
You take 14 points of piercing damage. Are you currently affected by any spells?
If Commander's Presence is not a spell, then no, I'm not.
Okay. And for you, Rungir, fused dagger, a 20 will hit you. Shield, alright. So you're up to 24. Good to know.
I don't have
A
anything to
28
mark here.
will still hit you. I put something in your notes, I think, about
Here?
in your D&D Beyond notes about the staff. If you want to keep marking it on your paper sheet, that's
I'll mark it
fine.
here
Easiest
because
ones.
A 28 will still hit you, I think.
I haven't used it all this.
Yeah. That's 14 points of piercing damage. And 29 points of poison, halved to 14 for your tattoo. As you feel the pulse of poison flare through your body, the tattoo flashes with purple light and seems to absorb some of the damaging properties of the poison. He's then going to make an attack with Spellbreaker Dagger,
Oh, I thought you already finished everything. Okay.
and a 14 will not hit you. So. And then the other 3 Mage Breakers are going
Did
to
you get an
charge.
attack of opportunity on that last guy?
They already used their reactions.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
No, you're good. You're good.
'Cause we got
but
so
they
many
use their reaction. You
swords.
use your reaction for they ran basically in the same area, so the same number of cell swords would have gotten the attacks. So.
Okay.
Then
Oh, I'm sorry. I would have thought that as they went by, you got the one,
well,
two,
you
three.
use your reaction to do that, which you only have 1 reaction per round.
Oh,
An attack
okay.
of opportunity is specified as your reaction.
Okay,
So if multiple people run by you, you can't use your reaction multiple
Okay.
times. So similarly, now that you've used shield, you don't have your reaction anymore. So if someone were to just, as something that can happen, cast Dispel Magic on your shield spell and eliminate it until the start of your next round, you don't have the ability to recast it. On that note, one of the null mages would most likely have attempted to counterspell your shield spell. If I'm being honest here, I'm trying to be honest with how things would have gone.
So do I have to roll a?
What level is shield?
It's a staff.
So
I
so
had
cast
no
a spell.
idea what the level is.
You have the
That's-
spell shield, don't you?
No, I do not.
Okay,
Wait a minute.
then I will get it.
I
Just
believe
a
he
second.
does.
Hmm?
Actually,
You've had
I
it back
do,
in the day
yeah.
before.
Oh,
whatever
just a
levels
second.
1, 2,
Spells.
3.
Let's look at shield.
First. Oh dear.
Yes, that's quite an oh dear.
That first attack would have hit you then.
Yeah.
Second attack, the third attack would not have, but the first attack would have hit you. Which means that you would have taken an additional, because the null mage would have counterspelled you.
Make sure you wipe off the spell slot for them.
I'm doing that right now. I have never not.
So I've got more damage coming.
More damage incoming. It's another 10 points of piercing. And another... ...24 points of poison halved to 12 with your tattoo. I think those tattoos were very
Very,
very
good
useful
investment, yes.
investment, especially given the fact that you're going to be facing mage breakers a lot,
Right.
because they don't like you very much.
Mutual, I'm sure.
Oh, it is.
I'm okay.
It's what they would have done. Like,
No, I'm
they,
just-
you cast
yeah.
a spell around someone that has counterspell and hates your guts. What are they going to do? They're going to counterspell the frack out of you. And yes, I did knock off the spell slot.
I
Mage
didn't
breakers.
think of the staff as casting a spell. That was the thing.
You technically cast the spell shield or mage armor out of the staff. It's like having a spell scroll that just recharges. The other 3 are going to attack the mage assassins. So, all right, here you are. So 3 of them are going to attack here. Interesting. So they're going to attack here.
Melee attacking or from a distance?
They're daggering them just like they daggered you.
Mhm.
They're going to take 3 of the mage assassins and just start daggering the crap out of them. That's a hit. Miss. Ooh, hit. Interesting. Interesting. This is going to be interesting. I like that word.
Yes.
So that is
Interesting.
14 points of piercing damage. And
They might have tattoos.
They might, but I don't know.
19 points of poison.
Ouch.
Not have. Right?
Correct. At least it does not appear to be halved. There's no obvious flaring of light across their body. And the Spellbreaker Dagger. This is going to be... Oh, that Spellbreaker Dagger hit. So they are going to make a Wisdom save. And they make it. Okay. Well, that could have been fun.
What did they make?
Wisdom save against the Spellbreaker Dagger. Second one. Hit. 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 $11. And that's instantly dead.
Oh, wow.
Because they were below the point when
Oh,
the poison killed them in one strike.
wow.
As they just slump to the ground
Wow.
as the poison runs these spider-like veins up into their face and then across their eyes. These just spider veins seem to crawl across their eyes before they roll back.
So they could be killed and not teleported.
Correct.
Or not portaled.
The one hit reduced them below the amount of damage that would keep them alive.
Yeah, wow.
They kind of have to be alive to at least take their reaction to move through the dimension door.
Makes sense.
In this, it's a little squirrely, but like I'm bending the rules of dimension door a little bit. You kind of have to use either your action, your bonus action, your movement, or something to move through it. You can't technically take your reaction to move, but you know whatever. They can kind of move. That was the second one, right?
Mm-hmm.
The third one. Hit. Miss. Hit. $10 points of piercing. $22 points of poison, so that's 28 total points. I said I missed with the second, right? Alright. I'm going to put the choice to you guys. We can either stop now or we can finish out the round. Because we just ran out of time.
We're at the top of the round.
We
though,
just
aren't
finished the top. We just finished the Mage Breaker, so we're at the top of the round.
Yeah, it's gonna take
Yeah.
too long
All
to
right.
finish the whole thing.
So with that, destructive new force added to the mix, we're going to call it for the night. Everyone, I appreciate you coming along on this interesting adventure. If you enjoy what you see, go ahead and leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, turn on post notifications, tell your friends about it, share it on social media. If you'd like to help the channel grow, best way to do that is to go over to the Printify shop, Nightwalker's Bazaar. Link in the description. If you'd like to see something new in the shop specifically, go ahead and drop a comment on one of these videos telling us what you'd like to see new in the video, especially as we go into the new year. And as always, stay hydrated, stay adventurous, and we'll see you guys in 2025.